Alright everybody, welcome back to another Xvault gaming video. Xvault here, and today, yes, we do have something to go over, something I have to debunk because it's still making its way around. So for those of you that don't know, I just kind of want to set the record straight, be honest and truthful like I always am. If there was an issue, obviously I would report out on that as well. But what we're talking about today is a lot of rumors making their way around regarding Final Fantasy 16 and it overheating your PlayStation 5. Is there any truth to this? Is there a little bit of truth to this? Let's go ahead and jump to it. Alright, so like I was saying, what I want to go over is the fact that the rumor has been making its way around quite a bit, especially on social media, as of the past few days, regarding Final Fantasy 16 and it supposedly shutting your PlayStation 5 down by overheating the system itself. So is it due to it just be so, so demanding of a game that it's just pulling every resource out of your PlayStation? Is that what the problem is? Or is it a ventilation issue, or a combination of both, or what's the issue here? And since I have Final Fantasy 16 and I have put a good chunk of hours into it, and simultaneously, what have my experiences been on this so far as well? So, let's just get it right out of the gate here, because I don't think this needs to be too long. I'm just going to go over some quick rebuttals to a lot of this, and just straight out debunk it. This is 100% not true. The game itself is not overheating your system. It is a demanding game. I would say something that's really similar to this game as far as demanding and pulling the power, in my opinion, and personal playtime with both games is Horizon Forbidden West. That is a very graphically and demanding game for not only your SSD, but everything else as well. It really pulls that power and has to generate a lot from that system already. I have had Horizon Forbidden West pop my system down because of, quote, overheating. But Xvault, you just said this has been debunked. Yes, and let me explain why my system was shutting down. And this is something that everybody needs to take to face value and actually check this out. So what was going on? I was getting pretty frustrated. I just thought, oh no, first thing that crosses my mind is I got a faulty system. This is what's causing it to happen, or is it the game? Is everybody's going to be doing this because the game's so fresh and new and they're just pulling so much power, like I said, and just very demanding even on these systems, right? That they are, but in conjunction with that, I had to finally pull it out because I did feel my system actually getting very hot. And again, this is Horizon Forbidden West, not Final Fantasy 16. What's going on is I finally pulled it apart because when I owned the system, I didn't pull it apart and clean it like you're supposed to. Not only with open-aired systems like this, or even closed-aired systems like this, but you're supposed to clean these, I would say, every 6 months. 6 to 8 months, I would say, for sure. And depending on your ventilation in your house, your room, wherever you have your console stationed at, you need to check this out. So when I pulled this out, just to finish the story, pulled it out, popped everything off, I was really surprised to see how much dirt and dust and all that was on the fans that was clogging the airflow and creating that overheating in the system. And it's a smart thing for those systems to do, and the Xbox Series X has had these issues as well. If it's not well ventilated, and even if it is, after a due amount of time, you have to go in there, pop some things off, and clean those fans and just the dust around all the vents and such. Otherwise, that will clog the airflow and cause your system to overheat and shut down. That is a safety mechanism, because if it went way too hot, just like again on PCs and other, platforms as well, if it gets too hot, it could melt the insides, it could screw up the chips, it could just cause a fire, all sorts of issues here is what it could do. So definitely check it out. So once I did that and cleaned it up, we were good to go. Not one shutdown, not one overheat, so on and so forth. So I recently, right before I got Final Fantasy 16, I also did another cleaning, and to my surprise, there was a lot of dust and dirt again on those fans. And my system is on top of an entertainment center, so it is very open flow. But even though that is the prime example you want to do, is have it in as open of an area as possible, it does also attract and pull in that dust, because that's what those fans do. They pull the air through. So if there's a lot of dust in the air, even if you have a clean house, it's going to put that dust through. Hence the 6 to 8 months. You need to pop off those plates, and you need to clean out the system with the airflow and the fans and so on and so forth. Doesn't take too long, especially the more you do it, the easier it gets. So definitely do that, but that's the main reason. So, and a lot of folks, I don't want to steal their videos or pictures, or else I would have posted them here, but I don't want any sort of infringement issues. But go ahead and look them up. You'll see them. A lot of the videos and such, these guys are putting their systems in very tight enclosed areas on top of that. That also is not allowing for the airflow. Same thing's going to happen if you have a graphically demanding game on the, your PC, and you have the tower somewhere enclosed, or you have your Series X somewhere enclosed. It's just going to happen. This isn't faulty systems at this point. They've really gone through their Q&A on here, so don't be afraid to get these games. There's not one particular game that's going to sit there and try and overheat your system, but the main moral of the story is, A, if you can, please keep your console or platform in an open, ventilated area. And B, clean your system, pull it apart a little bit, which is what they're meant to be done at this point in this stage in this generation. They're meant to be pulled apart so you can clean these systems fairly easily. So definitely do that. Again, every 6 to 8 months, maybe more if you don't have a choice, but to put it in a shallow area, because that's the only room you have. But if you do so, I would recommend every 2 to 3 months. Get that air and dirt out. Make sure it's ventilated as much as possible, like I said, and clean and cool. Otherwise it will, yes, as a safety mechanism, will shut the system down. So, just kind of wanted to reiterate all that, let you all know, don't listen to those rumors floating around out there. It's not Final Fantasy 16, it's not Forza, it's not Forbidden West, it's none of the games that are causing your system to overheat. What's causing your system to overheat is lack of care, lack of ventilation. So be sure to do that, and you're going to be good to go. And also keeps the longevity of your console working longer in its lifespan. So, with that being said, I appreciate everybody sticking around for this video. Just wanted to share that. That way nobody's deterred from getting any type of game out there and worried about your system. Just definitely take care of it, and you should be good to go. So, with that being said, I appreciate you listening once again. All the support. We are at 518 subs out of 1,000. That is the next goal. I know we can get there, so thank you all so much. It really is appreciated. But definitely let me know down below if any of these rumors were a surprise to you, and let me know if you did find this video helpful. Would also appreciate that as well. Every like, comment does help out the video, helps out the algorithm, such like that. And if you haven't already, definitely consider subscribing and helping out a small content creator like myself. So with that being said, thanks again. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody, and we will see you next time on the next Xvault Gaming video. And until then, take care.